Have you ever seen someone you admire, someone who radiates a wealth of strength, happiness, and laughter, suddenly change, sob uncontrollably? I'm amazed. It's disastrous. It also acts as a sobering reminder that everyone has bad days, even celebrities. That is exactly what happened with Kelly Ripa, the man who lights up millions of American homes every day. Kelly couldn't contain her emotions as she just broke the devastating news about her husband, Mark Consuelos, on her show. For the fans, it was more than just a tragic television moment. This brings to light life, love, and the struggles we don't always see. Even though Kelly's feelings will make you cry, her story and Mark's will motivate you in unexpected ways. So keep reading. Only by going back to the start of the enthralling love story that delighted audiences long before this awful event can one fully understand the depth of Kelly's grief. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos met in 1995 while they were both working on All My Children. Her name was the lively, witty actress. He was the gregarious newcomer. Their on-screen personas were infatuated with each other. Off-screen, life imitated art, and the emotions of millions of lovers did the same. It wasn't just a Hollywood myth that they were married in a low-key ceremony in Sin City. In show industry, it became one of the most enduring romances. Despite having 3 children and countless accomplishments, their horde of admirers still holds them in high regard. Proof that true love can endure under the most intense testing. No matter how happy or strong a marriage is, any family may face unforeseen difficulties. It happened on the most recent Kelly and Mark's live show episode. As the audience watched and the cameras rolled, Kelly's voice suddenly trembled. She choked on the words, her normally radiant grin faded, and tears filled her eyes. This was not a scheduled event. This was by no means a humorous story. It was a manifestation of real, unadulterated emotion. Kelly went on to claim that Mark had been going through a difficult period, which had completely upended their family. The effect was immediately felt by those watching from home. This was not your typical news report for the morning. When you hear such news, you have to put down your coffee and listen intently. Then, what was it? What could possibly cause Kelly Ripa to cry? She always comes across as powerful on national television. Behind the scenes, away from the cameras, Mark Consuelos have been carrying a tremendous load. He feigns strength, humor, and confidence for a long period. But Kelly's most recent disclosures startled the audience and exposed who she really is. Mark had been dealing with a very personal dispute. The motivations were not fame or fortune. It covered topics including identity, health, and the invisible challenges that people confront with every day. Kelly said that Mark's fight had changed the rhythm of their lives. It led her to question their lifestyle choices, relationship choices, and the pace of their career advancement. Kelly's admission that she was unaware of Mark's extreme suffering until everything broke apart was the most shocking. Kelly described the night that changed her life. Mark, her best friend, lover, and rock, opened up about his difficulties on this fateful night. A man who had previously been invincible showed a terrible sign of vulnerability. Kelly said that seeing him cry had a profound effect on her as well. She could no longer hide it on her show. This was the reason she started crying. The man who had always supported her was now requesting help. Fans around the country took a severe beating. Many people wrote about their experiences witnessing a loved one suffer under the burden of an unbearable obligation. Suddenly, the subject of celebrity came up. Everyone could relate to Kelly's story because it was based on real-life occurrences. At the end of the tale, nevertheless, there is hope. The most influential part was actually what came next. Kelly made it clear she would not put her work, her fame, or even her everyday routine before of Mark's adversity. She told his fans that his safety was her top priority. She opened up about how they began to make adjustments, such as slowing down, prioritizing quiet mornings and family dinners, and letting go of demanding commitments. She clarified that the heartbreaking news had actually been a blessing, a reminder to cherish their time together and to live in the present. This letter for the supporters had some melancholy. The idea of this cherished couple parting ways was devastating, but it was also inspiring because it was a gentle reminder that what matters most is domestic love, not celebrity or wealth. Kelly said something that will be remembered long after the cameras had stopped rolling, as she dried her eyes. One thing Kelly has said is that many of her admirers were upset when Kelly Ripa, the adored host of Live with Kelly and Mark, recently shared an emotional story with them. Known for her vibrant personality and infectious energy, Kelly has never lost her composure while filming. On a recent show, the normally cheerful host broke down in tears as she shared the heartbreaking news about her husband, Mark Consuelos. Fans of Kelly and Mark have always cherished their intimacy and love for one another. Since they first met while working on All My Children in the 1990s, the two had been dating. Their close bond has been the cornerstone of both their personal and professional lives. As evidenced by their frequent on-air jokes and playful taunting, Kelly and Mark have always supported one another through good and bad times. But something had changed, and Kelly was going to deliver some very emotional news. It all began when Kelly opened the Live with Kelly and Mark program with a tone that was markedly different from her usual flair. She looked quieter than usual, as though she were carrying a heavy load. The fans knew immediately that something was off, as her emotions came to the surface throughout the presentation. Kelly found it difficult to remain controlled. Mark received some news that rocked them both to their core, Kelly revealed, letting her defenses down. Although Kelly found it hard to talk about it in public, the two had been struggling with a personal issue. It was clear that the situation was extremely painful for both of them. Even though she didn't reveal it on the show, Kelly made it clear that she was attempting to maintain her composure as she discussed the resilience and strength of their relationship while continuing to assess the emotional impact of the situation. While taking pauses to gather herself, Kelly talked about how she and Mark have always supported one another through good and bad times. She expressed her appreciation for Mark's unwavering support over the years and praised her resilience. She seemed to be attempting to emphasize the positive aspects of their relationship, despite the hurt she was experiencing. Her eyes were filled with tears, which reflected the fragility of the situation and the uncertainty of the couple's future. Kelly continued by saying that it can be challenging to sort through all the possibilities, and that she and Mark were currently faced with some difficult decisions. Although it's clear that they've always been open and truthful with their fans, Kelly found it much more difficult than usual to reveal such personal information. The absence of co-host and well-known actor Mark Consuelos for this show made the studio seem even more empty than usual. Viewers have always enjoyed their relationship, but it was made clear how serious the news was when they watched Kelly handle the episode without him. Viewers quickly took to social media to express their sympathies and support for the pair. Following her poignant performance, those who have supported Kelly and her family throughout the years showed their love in an overwhelming way. Many people sent condolences and prayers, hoping the couple would find strength and comfort in one another. Despite the fact that it was a depressing moment, many viewers were moved by Kelly's candor in showing her vulnerability. This is a sobering reminder that even the most well-known and seemingly perfect people occasionally struggle with doubt and grief. The poignancy of Kelly's tearful moment was further enhanced by her speech on the need to lean on loved ones during difficult times. Having loved ones by their side can help them get through difficult times. She told her audience that although the details of the heartbreaking news about Mark Consuelos cannot be revealed, it is clear that Kelly Ripa and Mark have a strong bond and will face any challenges together. Their supporters will stick by them during this trying time, offering them love and support.